Hi there guys, Mower Innovations coming back for another video, and today we are working on the Yamaha 3-wheeler, which is just here somewhere. There we go. So I got the whole back fender off it. There's Clara helping out as usual. So I've got a problem with the thing. So the float level is set just a little bit high, so when you give the bike a shake, you see it puddles petrol out of the float drain, out of the overflow thing in a bobby. So I don't think that should be happening. So that's what I'm going to do is take the carburetor apart and give it a run through. And I'm also going to show you something else. Just bear with me. I'm going to put the thing up and start her up and go from there. Rightio, let's go through the starting procedure on this thing. Put it in neutral, turn the key, turn the steering wheel, decompression. Right, I'm going to stand on here. Yep, almost. Rightio, so the problem that I have with this thing is the throttle is not very responsive. So if you watch this, see, you just give it throttle and it tends to die. So what that's telling me is that the low idle jets aren't giving the motor as enough fuel as what it could probably need. So I'm going to take this thing down to the shed and we're going to go through the carburetor, give that thing a good clean out, and yeah, so I'll get back to you once we're down at the shed. Yeah, then maybe we'll take the thing for a blap. So we'll be back in a minute. Rightio, to remove your Yamaha carburetor for the 3-wheelers, it only takes 2 tools, which is pretty cool. So 10mm box end spanner, and just your standard Phillips screwdriver. You may need a pair of pliers if there's a clamp around that, or if the throttle slide, that thing there, if the throttle slide is done up really tight, which it shouldn't be. So what we're going to do first is we're going to undo this clamp. There's a clamp that connects the carburetor to the airbox. So we're going to undo that clamp and pull that boot off. And then once we've done that, we go ahead and we take this diddly whatsy we call it off, the carburetor off the manifold. So it's just 2 10mm bolts, one on this side and one down there. So once we take that off, we disconnect this vent tube, fuel line, we unscrew the throttle slide and that thing there. And I forgot to mention, you will probably need a, that's not a 10mm, is it? No, that's like a 1/2 inch, 13mm to get that choke thing off. So yeah, that should be pretty easy to do. Rightio, so I got the air compressor on if you can't already hear. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by undoing these screws here, which by the way are all filled out with crap, so that's going to be fun. Probably should have just cleaned it out first. Hang on. So what I'm doing is I'm just undoing all the screws on the bowl. So there's 4 of them. Hopefully we'll be able to find some sort of float adjustment thing, but I don't know, I have my doubts. Never done this before. I think that brass screw there might have something to do with it. Unless that's like a jet or something, because it's not a part of the bowl, so who knows, unfortunately. Right, here we go. No, I haven't had this carburetor apart since I first brought the thing. So, yeah. Yeah, look at that. There's bits of crap floating around in the bottom. Does not surprise me. Look at that, there's lots in there. Oh goodness me. So we're just going to tip that out on the ground. Yep, right, that's okay. Float adjustment. Don't think we have any actually. The only thing I have is just a few jets. But how do you adjust motorbike throttle response? Is it that one, or that one in there, or that one? How is it even that one there? I don't know. I know that there just is throttle idle speed, so I guess we'll just take all these jets out. Oops. That's not a jet, I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be. No, it's just a little fat little screw, and it just goes in there and it doesn't even do anything. It kind of just blocks off a hole and that's it. So I don't know what that's for. If you know, put it in the comment section, I would like to know. Right, so let's take this one here off. Oops. So, what have we got on this one? Yes, so this is the main jet, I think, and I'm pretty sure it's clogged up with shit. So we're going to take that inside, get the air compressor onto it. This little wee baby one I need a small screwdriver for. That one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 and a half. 13 and a half, remember that. Right. I'm going to get these little boogers out. Right. I'll be back in a minute. Right, back again. Got another screwdriver. And if you may notice, I have relocated everything to that little rusty tray there. You can't really see anything, but it's all in there. All the carburetor and all that goodness. So just going to take all the jets out. See, that one's not looking too bad. You see light through all the holes. So yeah, let's get the air compressor out and give that a whistle, eh? Best way to clean jets is a bit of copper wire. So you strip it down, and then you just wind it up. You just want to take off a couple of strands until it'll go through the holes on the jets, and then once you've done that, you can just put it in there. I think it's going to be smaller, it might actually only be 2. There we go. Let's just try 2 of them. You spin them up together, get him out of the way, and you just put them in the jets and just give them a swirl around. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get back. Rightio, let's try it now. And then we've got that adjustment screw underneath the carburetor to adjust if we need to, so decompression. This bike does have electric start, but it doesn't really work. I don't know why. It just doesn't. So hopefully she'll go. Nah. Fuel on. Should have fired by now. See, it's still, well, after lots of playing around, I haven't really had any luck, so I'm going to take the slider out, and I'm going to draw the thing up a little, the needle up a little bit to try and let more fuel in. So hopefully that'll work. Righto guys, so we've taken the needle out of the slider. I've got this thing here as well. So it's got a few slots on it, if you can see them or not. Don't think it'll focus, but there you go, you can sort of see there's like rings around it. So if I put this down one, it should effectively pull this up a little bit higher. So I'm going to try that and see where we go from there. Righto guys, here's hoping now that it'll go run properly and rev properly. Hopefully it will. Start. Hope I didn't have the thing off, eh? The, what's it you called? Just the engine stop switch. Still no improvements, so let's put it up one more and see where we go. Rightio, one more hole, try it now. See how it goes under load? It's completely different. So we'll go for a ride down there, right? No reverse! It seems to be quite responsive under load. not great, but and it's cold. Oh. Roll back down. Headlight on, eh? Yeah. Right. In conclusion, the Yamaha seems to have a lot more response, when it is when I did that adjustment with the needle and the slide. I think it had a lot more response when it was like that, when it was under load, because it never used to do that before. Like if you tried to do wheelies with it, you just couldn't do it because it doesn't have that throttle response. You want it to, you give it throttle and it just goes, but not with this thing. So yeah, I'm gonna probably talk to some people about that, and we will maybe have a part 2. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna ride this thing around for a bit more, but you guys aren't gonna see that because I don't know. I don't really care. I don't think you guys care either. I haven't really got anywhere to ride other than just this paddock. But yeah, let's go do that because tea's gonna be ready soon and I'm hungry. Bye.